thyroid function. Here and today's discussion from we are come up with all the perspectives relevant to the thyroid. So welcome Dr. Kirti Singh once again. Dr. Kirti.
Good morning, all of you. Thank you, Dr. Pooja. Thank you, Professor Preeti Tagre, for inviting me. So, our today topic is thyroid disorder and what you need to know. सबसे पहले we talk about its normal function. What is a normal function of the thyroid gland? The thyroid gland is a vital hormone gland. It plays a major role in the metabolism, growth, and development of the human body. It helps to regulate mean body function by constantly releasing a steady hormone of thyroid hormone into the bloodstream. Means it does not just put them into the bloodstream. It is constantly steady circulate into the bloodstream of hormone, thyroid hormone. Thyroid gland is basically a endocrine gland, and the endocrine gland secretion, which we call the hormones, is secreted into the blood. So, सबसे पहले हम इसके लोकेशन के बारे में बात करेंगे कि where the thyroid gland is situated. The thyroid gland is situated in front of neck between the clavicle, which we call the collarbone. Below the Adam septum, the larynx, which we call the voice box. Endocrine gland secretes the many hormones, and the thyroid gland is one of the endocrine glands which secrete the hormones T3, T4, and calcitonin. Thyroid gland produces mainly hormones T3 and T4, which have effect on different organs and function of the human body. It affects the cardiac troubles, it affects the heart problems, skin, nails, intestine, hair, brain, muscles, temperature regulation system, sleep, and metabolic rate. The topic we will discuss today, the thyroid disorder, including the hyperthyroidism, means the high level. Hyperthyroidism, which means the high level of the thyroid hormone, and we discuss about how the pregnancy is associated with the hyperthyroidism. And we discussed about the subclinical hyperthyroidism, the abnormality without the clinical symptoms. In this section, the subclinical hyperthyroidism, we discussed about the patients from in the clinic without the symptoms. So this is the subclinical hyperthyroidism. And we discussed about the hyperthyroidism, low level of the thyroid hormone, pregnancy, and associate the pregnancy associated with the hypothyroidism. We discussed about the goiter, and we discussed about the thyroid cancer. And then we discussed about the blood screening tests and their associated investigation and blood tests. In the blood test, we discussed about the TSH. The TSH response is the thyroid stimulating hormone, and 3T3 and 3T4, and also we discussed about the bound T3 and bound T4, and we also discussed about the antibody test. There is a two type of the antibodies in the thyroid investigation. There is the TPO, the thyroid peroxidase, and the another one is the thyroid stimulating immunoglobulin. So the thyroid peroxidase antibody more common check in the hypothyroidism and initially stage of the hypothyroidism. And the thyroid stimulating immunoglobulin, it is the another protein which is actually produced by the thyroid gland, and it is present in the case of the thyroid cancer. So we can differentiate these two types of the antibodies, like the TPO is present in the case of the hypothyroidism, and the TSI, which we recall that thyroid stimulating immunoglobulin is present in the case of the thyroid cancer, and this is done the USG, the ultrasound, the ultrasonography for the thyroid gland. And after this, lastly, we can do the radioactive stain. The radioactive stain is very important for the activity of the to check the activity of the thyroid gland. And the radioactive stain it is also important for the treatment of the hypothyroidism and also for the thyroid cancer.
So, Dr. Kirti, please tell me uh, about the HPT axis, how it works in our body, and what are the negative feedback mechanism. पूरा नेगेटिव फीडबैक मैकेनिज्म क्या है इसके पीछे, किस तरह से ये वर्क करता है. सो प्लीज टेल.
Okay, this is very important question because this whole mechanism, this whole HCC mechanism is play a very wonderful role in the thyroid hormone secretion and their negative feedback mechanism. So I would like to tell you the whole process about the HCC axis. So basically क्या होता है जो hypothalamus है, the hypothalamus created the thyrotropin releasing hormone, TRH. The thyrotropin releasing hormone which send the positive signal. We send the positive signal to the pituitary gland, and then after this positive signal from the thyroid stimulating hormone, the pituitary gland secreted the TSH, thyroid stimulating hormone. Then this thyroid stimulating hormone produces the positive signal by thyroid gland, and the thyroid gland finally secrete the T3 and T4. And this T3 and T4 after this enter into the bloodstream and the peripheral tissue. जब तक जैसे कि कहते हैं ना बॉडी में जब सब कुछ पॉजिटिव चल रहा है, अगर इनफ पॉजिटिव है लाइफ में या बॉडी में, तब तक ज्यादा भी पॉजिटिव हो तो उसको भी देखना बहुत जरूरी है. तो जब
राइट.
मैंने कही जितना हमारी बॉडी को नीड है उतना हो चुका है, उतना पॉजिटिव इनफ हो चुका है. देन जैसे कि आपने पूछा कि नेगेटिव फीडबैक मैकेनिज्म, नेगेटिव फीडबैक जहाँ स्टार्ट हो जाती है जब पॉजिटिव से ज्यादा और ज्यादा पॉजिटिव होने लगता है तो हमारी बॉडी को सेंसिटिव हो जाते हैं कि नाउ स्टॉप दिस पॉजिटिव मैकेनिज्म. So here started the negative feedback mechanism. So in this basically in this negative feedback mechanism में क्या होता है कि पिट्यूटरी ग्लैंड के पास ये जब T3 T4 जब ज्यादा निकलते हैं थायराइड ग्लैंड से तो एक नेगेटिव सिग्नल जाता है. अभी तक क्या हो रहा था, हाइपोथैलेमस से पॉजिटिव सिग्नल आ रहा था, पिट्यूटरी से पॉजिटिव सिग्नल आ रहा था, थायराइड ग्लैंड से पॉजिटिव सिग्नल आ रहा था. देन जब इतनी ज्यादा पॉजिटिविटी हो गई इसको रोकने के लिए अब नेगेटिव सिग्नल जाएगा पिट्यूटरी के पास. उसको बोलेंगे कि थायराइड रिलीजिंग हार्मोन सिक्रिएट मत करो. तो ना ही पिट्यूटरी थायराइड रिलीजिंग हार्मोन सिक्रिएट करेगा, ना ही वो सिग्नल पहुंचाएगा थायराइड ग्लैंड के पास, और ना ही को ज्यादा सिक्रिएट हो पाएंगे. तो इस नेगेटिव फीडबैक मैकेनिज्म को हम कहते हैं ब्रेकिंग सिस्टम भी कहते हैं. इट इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड द ब्रेकिंग सिस्टम ऑफ दिस मैकेनिज्म.
Okay, Dr. Kirti. So please tell me about what is hyperthyroidism. What is hyperthyroidism? Explain in brief detail, or because it is a very common problems to all persons. So let me explain about hyperthyroidism.
ओके डॉक्टर पूजा. तो सबसे पहले बेसिकली हाइपरथायरॉयडिज्म मीन्स द थायराइड hormone level increases in the body, means the T4 increases in the body. So the body exposed to the excessive thyroid hormone, मतलब हमारी बॉडी में एक्सेसिव हो गया है T3 and T4 5 to 10 times more common in women. मतलब मेल से ज्यादा फीमेल्स में हाइपरथायरॉयडिज्म ज्यादा मिलेगा. एंड अगर हाइपरथायरॉयडिज्म का पेशेंट है और अगर उसको माइल्डेस्ट फॉर्म देयर इज नो hypothyroidism, so there is no So the patient gives no clinical symptoms. These kinds of patients is also called the subclinical type of the patient because they do not give any symptoms in the mildest form. More often, the patient has discomforting, disabling और even लाइफ थ्रेटनिंग सिम्टम. मतलब इसका ये है कि कुछ पेशेंट ऐसे हैं हाइपरथायराइडिज्म अगर एसोसिएटेड है तो या तो वो सिम्टम ही नहीं देंगे या फिर कुछ इतना सीवियर फॉर्म में हाइपरथायराइडिज्म आ जाएगा कि वो लाइफ थ्रेटनिंग सिम्टम्स प्रोड्यूस करेंगे.
So, Dr. Kirti, please tell us what are the symptoms, what are the sign and symptoms. आप कैसे समझेंगे कि पेशेंट इस तरह के थायराइड, उसे थायराइड प्रॉब्लम है, किस तरह के सिम्टम्स वो आपको शो करेगा, कैसे आप पहचानोगे कि इस पेशेंट को थायराइडिज्म है. सो प्लीज एक्सप्लेन अस व्हाट आर द सिम्टम्स ऑफ द थायराइड पेशेंट्स, हाइपरथायराइडिज्म.
ऐसी डॉक्टर पूजा, तो सबसे पहले ये डॉक्टर्स के लिए ही नहीं, ये मतलब सभी लोगों के लिए भी थोड़ा सिम्टम को जानना जरूरी है कि अगर ऐसे सिम्टम आ रहे हैं तो हमको डॉक्टर कराना चाहिए, क्लिनिक पे जाना चाहिए, डॉक्टर के पास जाके उनको ट्रीटमेंट लेना चाहिए. तो सबसे पहले हमें जो सिम्टम्स की बात करेंगे, सबसे पहला जो सिम्टम जो हमको मिलेगा फास्ट हार्ट रेट. Earlier, I would explain because it is effect on the heart, so it will give the symptom of the heart also. So the first symptom is the fast heart rate, nervousness, anxiety, irritable, and quarrelsome feeling, trembling hand. There is a quarreling each other. If there is a spouse quarreling with one another, one thing you have to say is there is the thyroid problem or not. सुनो, आई एम जस्ट किडिंग. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, मुझे कोई भी मतलब हमेशा इरिटेबिलिटी या फिर तो हम उसको जाके बोल देते जाओ जाके थायराइड टेस्ट करा, ऐसा कुछ नहीं. बट इन सम केसेस ये हो सकता है. पेशेंट इतना इरिटेबल, इतना क्वेरलिंग का इतना वो कॉन्स्टिपेशन हो जाता है, इतनी एंजाइटी हो जाती है हाइपरथायराइडिज्म के केस में कि यू हैव टू चेक. ट्रेम्बलिंग है, हैंड में ट्रेमर्स आने लगेंगे, वेट लॉस हो जाएगा. मतलब हाइपरथायराइडिज्म के केस में वेट लॉस देखने में, इवन ईटिंग मोर, खाएगा ज्यादा पेशेंट, इवन ईटिंग मोर ही शुड लॉस द वेट एंड इंक्रीज स्वेटिंग, स्वेट इंक्रीज हो जाएगा. इनटॉलरेंस टू वार्म टेम्परेचर इन द नॉर्मल रूम, he or he developed too much hot, intolerance to warm temperature. Muscles weakness, especially the upper arm. 30 to 35
Can you
years
tell us
old.
how? Can you tell us how?
Okay, because there is a level is so much increases and there is a so much sweating in our body, so there is a intolerance of heat now. Because in the normal condition there is a excessive quality, excessive anxiety, and excessive sweating. So there is the patient develop the heat intolerance. The patient develop the heat intolerance and intolerance to the warm temperature. So there is a increases the muscle weakness, and in the case of 30 to 35-year old, because of the loss of the potassium ions, in the case of the hyperthyroidism, there is a loss of potassium ions. It is very rare condition, but I would like to discuss this in this section. It's because of the loss of K plus ions, which is associated with the hyperthyroidism. Patients cannot even to walk, but it is very rare condition. It is not present.
Okay. Yes.
Hyperthyroidism. And some other symptoms also found like lost frequent bowel movement. Bowel movement is also become sluggish. Lost frequent bowel movement, thin and delicate skin, change in the menstrual pattern, less period or missing period. There is a quantity and duration of the menstruation is decreases in the hyperthyroidism. And prominent state of eye. In the hyperthyroidism, there is a prominent feature हमको देखने मिलेगी, like protrusion of eye. आई बिल्कुल बाहर की तरफ हमको दिखने मिलेगी. The protrusion of eye डबल विजन. इन केस देयर इज अ प्रोट्रूजन ऑफ आई, इसके साथ हमको डबल विजन भी देखने मिलेगा, और विद और विदाउट डबल विजन नहीं भी मिल सकता है, और विद देखने मिल सकता है. Then this condition, hyperthyroidism, is associated with the eye symptom, prominent eye symptom. Then this is called the great city, which we discuss later.
So,
I think independently of the thyroid stage, मतलब sometimes to come to the clinic only with the eye symptoms. Then we have to the blood screening test, the thyroid function test, and then we find there is a thyroid disorder. There is a hyperthyroidism which is associated with the eye symptoms.
so
To
can you
keep the levels in the narrow range. Irregular heart rhythm in the older patients, ये देखने मिलेगा. Elevated loss of calcium from the bone. Because of the loss of the calcium from the bone, the risk of the osteoporosis and the fracture, the risk of the fracture is also increases with the hyperthyroidism because of the loss of the calcium ion. Intolerance to heat, which we talked about earlier, intolerance to heat, facial flushing, tachycardia, increase the heart rate, tachycardia, and the systolic blood pressure increasing, and the diastolic normal. You see, there are two kinds of the blood pressure: the systolic blood pressure and the diastolic blood pressure. The systolic blood pressure is the upper part of the body, and the diastolic blood pressure is the lower part. So, the systolic blood pressure, the blood pressure of the upper part of the body is increasing, and the diastolic pressure and the pressure in the lower extremities is become normal. And there is some other symptoms is the breast enlargement in the men, weight loss, and your finger clubbing increases the curvature of the nail. Finger clubbing भी हमको देखने मिलेगा. Tremors, diarrhea, and mild periods. Which we discussed earlier, there is a menstrual trouble, there is a menstrual irregularity, there is a missing period, so there is the mild period. And one of more important thing is the prominent eye symptoms. या तो हमको सिर्फ एक आई में देखने मिलेगा, या फिर both eyes are affected by this condition.
So, Dr. Kirti, can you please tell us that how can you diagnose the case? What are the diagnoses? And also tell us about the what are the findings? आपको क्या findings समझ में आएगी पेशेंट में? कैसे आप डायग्नोस करोगे? और इन्वेस्टिगेशंस क्या है? ये आप सब डिस्क्राइब कीजिए. किस तरह से आप डायग्नोस करोगे?
The first thing is the TSH, which means the thyroid stimulating hormone. The TSH is the screening test, which is usually low. यहाँ पे क्या होता है? There is some confusion about the TSH and TC and T4. Here क्या होता है कि सब सोचते हैं कि TSH हमको increase मिलेगा, but there is hormone TC and T4. The condition is associated with the TC and T4. And in this case of the hyperthyroidism, if TC and T4 increases, then there is a hyperthyroidism. And TC and T4 decreases, so there is a hypothyroidism. But there is opposite in the case of the TS. If there is TC and T4 increases and TSH is decreasing. So, in the case of the hyperthyroidism, the TSH is the screening test is usually low. If abnormality is followed by the other test, the total T4 and total TC, and total T4, which means the protein bounded TC and T4, and free T4 and free TC is usually high. And the thyroid antibodies like the thyroid stimulating immunoglobulin TSI, thyroid peroxidase are also done to find out if the condition are causing the thyroidism. जैसा कि हमने प्रीवियसली किया था कि टीटी हमको इस केस में मिलेगा कि मतलब this is kind of sensitive type of cases. In the case of the hyperthyroidism, if TPO is find out. So this is the case of the hypothyroidism, and this is the case of the hyperthyroidism. ब्लड टेस्ट की कुछ वैल्यूज होती है कि नॉर्मली हम कैसे देखते हैं इन्वेस्टिगेट कैसे हम देख सकते हैं कि नॉर्मल कुछ ऐसी होती है वैल्यू। तो टीएसएच जो नॉर्मल वैल्यू होती है 0.5 4.5, बट इन द केस ऑफ द हाइपरथायरॉयडिज्म ये हमको लो मिलेगा तो लेस देन 0.4 इज प्रेजेंट, द टीएसएच इज प्रेजेंट लेस देन 0.4। बात करते हैं फ्री T4 and free TCG, then the free T4 is normal range is 0.6 to 1 point mg per gl, and in the case of the hyperthyroidism, greater than 1.8 is present. And in the TC label, TC normal range is 1.4 to 4.2 kg per ml, but it is present greater than 4.2. TSI immunoglobulin can be positive if the hyperthyroidism is due to the grave disease. If अगर हमको finding में TSI positive मिलता है, then there is a hyperthyroidism, and the condition is associated with it. And if the TPO is present, positive present, so this is the autoimmune thyroiditis. And if both are positive, ये तो हमने देख लिया, if one is positive is related to the autoimmune and another is positive, then it is related to the grave disease. In that case, if both are positive, so really can't know what's going on in your body. So in this case, जजमेंट बनाने के लिए हम RAI स्कैन कराएंगे। तो RAI स्कैन में क्या होता है कि ये होता है ये रेडियो एक्टिव आयोडीन 123 and 130 के साथ कराया जाता है। For the diagnostic purpose, we can only do with the iodine 123, but for the management purpose, we can also doing with the 131. But in the case of the lady is pregnant, not done the RAI scan, because we should give the small pills of the iodine 123. So we have to check the patient is not pregnant, then we give the RAI scanning. If the patient is pregnant, we should not give this therapy. So in the case of pregnancy, it should be avoided.
So, Dr. Kirti, can you tell us what are the conditions that causes hyperthyroidism? ऐसी क्या conditions है जिससे कि आप बता सकते हो कि इस condition से hyperthyroidism होता है तो उन्हें हम avoid कर सकते ताकि in future में। तो ऐसी क्या conditions है जो करवाती हैं hyperthyroidism?
तो सबसे पहली चीज द पेशेंट ओन इम्यूनिटी प्ले अ रोल। इम्यूनिटी play a role can run in the family, and the family history is also found in the case of the hyperthyroidism, including the Down syndrome, more common in the women, affect the younger patients. तो ये as a predisposing factor भी हम ले सकते हैं, affect younger patients, affect childbearing age, more common in women, can run in the family history देखने मिलेगी, and the patient own immunity. It is also called as the autoimmune disorder also, because your own immunity play a role in this condition. Then we discussed earlier that there is some heart and some cardiac symptoms also found. So there is a palpitation occurs after this, and the sign of the splitting of nail, and the grave disease sign, the sign of the splitting of the nail, there is a longitudinal splitting of the nail is found, and the edema in the leg is also found, and the ophthalmopathy is also present. Some patients initially come to the जिससे हमने पहले भी डिस्कस किया कि some patients initially only come with their symptoms. They have no other. Then the physician has to done the thyroid function test, and the complete picture is some insight about that. The antibody against the thyroid act around the basically पूरा phenomena जो है, the antibody against the thyroid act around the muscles around the eye, and there is the symptoms of the inflammation occur. So there is the eye symptoms is very much prominent, like Graves' disease associated with the hyperthyroidism.
सो डॉक्टर कीर्ति, आप हमें बता सकती हैं कि और भी क्या सिम्टम्स मिलेंगे, कुछ और सिम्टम्स? लेट अस क्लियर व्हाट आर अनदर सिम्टम्स, और भी क्या सिम्टम्स आएंगे आईज से रिलेटेड? सो व्हाट आर द सिम्टम्स रिलेटेड टू आईज?
So, Dr. Pooja, there are some other organs which are related to the eye. These are the bulging of the eyes, protrusion of the eyes. मतलब आँख से बाहर की तरफ निकली हुई है.
ओके
There is a bulging of the eyes,
ओके
acceptance. There is a gritty sensation of the eyes. There is a sense in the feeling in the eyes. There is a gritty sensation in the eye. The pressure or the pain in the eye. Perfect or the refractive eye, redwood or the inflamed eye, light sensitivity, even if a light sensitive भी हो जाएंगी eyes. So there is also the light sensitivity found, and there is a double vision may or may not be found, but there is double vision is also found, and there is also the vision loss, and finally there is sometimes of the eye symptom is much prominent, and finally the patient develops the vision loss also.
सो डॉक्टर कीर्ति, जैसे कि आपने बताए और भी सिम्टम्स बहुत अच्छे तरीके से आपने हमें एक्सप्लेन किए, बहुत अच्छे से ये सब हमें समझ में आया. अब आप बता सकते हैं और भी कंडीशंस क्या हो सकती है हाइपरथायरॉयडिज्म की ऐसी? और आपने ऑलरेडी बताया है, बट फ्यू मोर कंडीशंस जो कि होती है हाइपरथायरॉयडिज्म जो करवाती हैं, तो ऐसी क्या कंडीशंस हैं?
Okay. Okay, Dr. Pooja. So there is some other condition causing the hyperthyroidism. There is a toxic multinodular goiter, and there is not very difficult. There is toxic multinodular or also over the age of 50 years. People have a goiter for years and before becoming overactive, and blood test that is same as we discussed earlier, then we bring the thick thyroid gland not produce more. Whatever it produce, it just dumps into the bloodstream. जैसा हमने पहले एचपीटी जो आपने मुझसे एक्सिस पूछा था, एचपीटी एक्सिस का हमने उसमें डिस्कस किया था कि they are constantly feeding into the bloodstream to create the hormone. But in this case, the thick thyroid gland not produce more. Whatever it produces, it just dumps into the bloodstream and not regulate the anything, and just dumps in all at the once. In the condition, there is some another condition which causes the hyperthyroidism, which we can discuss here. There is a toxic nodule. There is a which we can previously discuss. There is a multiple nodule. Which can produce,
Right.
and there is toxic nodules is also called the hyperthyroidism because it also produces the abnormal. So, the single toxic thyroid nodule is called the hyperthyroidism by producing the excess thyroid hormone. And there is a subacute thyroiditis. This is the painful condition of the thyroid gland. This is a painful condition of the thyroid gland. So, in this condition, we can use the painkiller. And after painkiller, we should use the steroid because the pain is so severe. And this is autoimmune diseases, so we can use the steroid also. So a large amount of the thyroid hormone are released into the blood, resolve spontaneously, and heals over several months. Same time can result in the hypothyroidism, which means if we do not take the medication, it can resolve spontaneously, but it takes the several times, and the hyperthyroidism is developed into the hypothyroidism. And the some other conditions we can quickly revise. There is a condition the hypothyroidism, there is a hypothyroidism after delivery. 5 to 10% of the pregnant women which develop the hyperthyroidism after delivery. Most women recover from it. In some cases, can result in the hypothyroidism, requiring the lifelong thyroid replacement. And the silent thyroiditis, in the case of the silent thyroiditis, is similar to the postpartum thyroiditis, but not related to the pregnancy. Means the silent thyroiditis and the postpartum thyroiditis is same, but the postpartum thyroiditis is condition is after the delivery, but it is not related to pregnancy and not related to the delivery. It is the silent thyroiditis. Here is the thyroiditis, but it is not same. In the case of its name, the silent thyroiditis, so it is silent, so there is no pain in the silent thyroiditis. There is some normal conditions causing the hypothyroidism, like the excessive iodine injection, keto tablets, some cough medication, medication like the amiodarone, and the IV agents like duty for the hypothyroidism also, and depend on the state of the thyroidism. Over medication with the thyroid hormone being treated for the hypothyroidism means we can treat it for the hypothyroidism. So the physician we should give the hypothyroidism tablet. So in the case of the treatment of the hypothyroidism, people also develop the hypothyroidism and need to check when stable at least every 6 months to 1 year.
So, Dr. Kirti, please tell us about the treatment of hyperthyroidism. So, what are the treatment for the situation?
Okay. So in the allopathic mode of treatment, there is the most common medication which we are given. There is a metronidazole and another medicine which we give the PTU, which is full form is the propyl thyrourate. So most commonly these are two medications is used in the case of the hyperthyroidism.
So, Dr. Kirti, as you told us about the treatment, but you tell us about the side effects. What are the side effects of this?
Okay. Also, there is a starting with the minor side effects. So there is a included the rashes, rarely liver dysfunction cases also found, but rarely. The really liver function abnormality and also decrease of the WPC. Usually need to be sometimes beta blocker because we should tell us about it is associated with the heart problem. So we should the beta blocker so it's for controlling the blood pressure, palpitation, and use if the patient needs relief from these symptoms. If the patient has the hyperthyroidism and there is the uncontrollable BP and the palpitation, then we should give the beta blocker if the patient needs to relief from these symptoms. Then after this, the RAI treatment, like the iodine 131, which we can discuss earlier, the iodine 131 is related to the treatment part of the hyperthyroidism, and the iodine 123 is related to the investigation part for the diagnosis purpose. Then 50 is enough. Sometimes we more because we don't know. So some patient wait 6 months or year. And after this, we also give the beta blocker. Beta blocker is very important because the hyperthyroidism is increases with the cardiac problem, and the hyperthyroidism symptom increases, the heart symptom increases. So we should give the beta blocker to compensate the cardiac trouble. And the beta blocker are used as excessive hormone can be released when the RI is administered. And after this, we do the surgical removal of the thyroid. Usually, we need the medical treatment. Before the surgery, we should need the medical treatment like the metronidazole and the PPA. Both RAI and surgery, the patient will most likely need the thyroid replacement for lifelong.
So, Dr. Kirti, this is the treatment part. Now, can you explain us what is the subacute hyperthyroidism? What are its symptoms? What? Please explain in detail.
Yes. So there is a subclinical hypothyroidism cases more than the clinical hypothyroidism. There is a percentage of the
Okay.
subclinical. It is question, Dr.
Okay.
Pooja. In the case of the hyperthyroidism, the symptom is come many of days, many of years after. So there is a firstly there is a maximum case of the subclinical hyperthyroidism. When the TSH is lower than the zero point 0.4, the blood investigation, investigation, and then the report is in front of us. Read that the TSH is lower than the point 0.4, and T3 and T4 are the normal, and the patient does not have it. Because in the purely hyperthyroidism, the T3 level and T4 level is increasing, but in the subclinical cases, the T3 and T4 is normal, and TSH is lower than 0.4 for patients is the subclinical type of patient. So the patients are treated. अब यहाँ हमने वो बात की कि सारे केस ऑफ हाइपरथायरॉयडिज्म के, बट हियर इज द केसेस ऑफ द सब क्लिनिकल. अब वहाँ पे कहाँ मत हो जाता है कि हमें ट्रीटमेंट करना ही है, जबकि सब patient is 65 and if the TSH is lower than 0.1 with the cardiac risk factor, heart disease, osteoporosis, and the other patient can observe with the periodic blood test and also if symptoms develop or not.
So, Dr. Kirti, one more question is there. That is, what is the relation? What is the relation between the hyperthyroidism and the pregnancy? आप कैसे relate करोगे कि क्या इसमें relation है? किस तरह से relate करता है? तो please explain.
Okay. Then the hyperthyroidism is associated with the pregnancy. In this case, the 2 per 1,000 pregnancy. In the 1,000 pregnancy, there is two cases of the hyperthyroidism which we can found. Usually work in the first trimester and improve in the second and the third trimester. Usually diagnosed by the blood test, cannot use RAI. That we can discuss previously. RAI treatment and RAI diagnosis is what we use in the pregnancy because these are testing materials so which we cannot use in the pregnancy. So usually diagnosed by the blood test, cannot use RAI stain during the pregnancy. Medication is usually the choice. Is only the choice. Is usually the medication is only the choice. The first 12 weeks which will be given, it is the PTU. And the 13 weeks onward is the methadone. And the blood works every the 5 to 6 weeks. You don't want cause the hyperthyroidism in the baby. It is very dangerous and it is the development of the brain. After the first trimester, please cut down the medication because क्या होता है प्रेगनेंसी में फीमेल को फिट करने के लिए हम मेडिकेशन देते जाते हैं, बट जो फीटस है वो डेवलप कर लेता है हाइपरथायरॉयडिज्म के कैरेक्टर. इन दिस केस अब if the fetus develop the hyperthyroidism, so जो ब्रेन का डेवलपमेंट है वो normal brain development. So ये necessary है कि after the first trimester cut down the medication because in the first trimester it is very serious. In the second and third trimester it is improved. So we have to cut down the medication after first trimester.
So ये सब था. This is all about the hyperthyroidism. ओके. सो सब लोगों को के सामने हाइपरथायरॉयडिज्म, जैसे कि आपने बहुत अच्छे से एक्सप्लेन किया, ये कंडीशंस. एक और कंडीशन जो थायराइड डिसऑर्डर्स में रहती है वो रहती है हाइपोथायरॉयडिज्म की. हाइपोथायरॉयडिज्म भी एक आम कंडीशन है जो कि मोस्ट कॉमनली दिखती है पेशेंट्स में. तो आप कैसे एक्सप्लेन करेंगी हाइपोथायरॉयडिज्म में, कैसे ब्रीफ में आप समझाएंगी कि इसमें सिम्टम्स क्या आते हैं, किस तरह. तो hypothyroidism, what are the hypothyroidism?
Okay. So Pooja, अभी तक हमने डिस्कस किया hypothyroidism is also very important topic is related to the thyroid disorder. Then we can discuss. It is the underactivity of the thyroid gland happens. So there is the secretion of the T3 and the T4 is less than its normal value. So the underactivity of the thyroid gland happens when it produces less than the normal amount of the thyroid hormone, and which causes the slowing down the body function. Most of the time it's permanent and sometimes can be the temporary. Some studies have shown 10% of the women and 3% of the men have the hypothyroidism. Initially, the gland can secrete the more hormone to compensate, but it is not able to keep up. ऐसा नहीं कि एकदम ही उसमें लो लेवल ऑफ द TC and people secrete किया. Initially, it secrete the more, but can't compensate. So it can not keep going on. So it releases the low amount of the TC in the future, which is causing the hypothyroidism.
So, Dr. Kirti, what are the symptoms? What are the clinical features of the hypothyroidism?
So there is a symptom. First most symptom is the fatigue. It is a valid reason, but it is not the appropriate
Okay.
reason because the fatigue is present in so many other diseases. So first most is the fatigue, drowsiness, lethargy, forgetfulness, difficulty with learning in the sleep, dry and brittle hair, dry skin. In the case of the hyperthyroidism, there is a thin and delicate skin, and we can differentiate the hypothyroidism from the hypo. So there in the hypothyroidism, there is a dry skin, brittle hair, and dry skin. You come to the physician and said, I'm fatigued. It is the valid reason. But most of the time, sometimes it may be the reason you have to check that. But sometimes it may be the anemic, there is some other diseases also included. But fatigue is very important if it is present in the case of the hypothyroidism. And the symptoms are there is a puffy face and there is a constipation. In the hyperthyroidism, there is present the diarrhea. But in this case, there is present constipation, just opposite. Muscles wasting the hyperthyroidism, and there is the sore muscles. There is a in the hyperthyroidism there is a weight loss, and in this hypothyroidism there is a weight gain, and constipation, heavy and irregular. Hyperthyroidism, in the case of the hyperthyroidism, there is a skip of the menstrual period, there is a mild, there hypothyroidism increase sensitivity. In the hyperthyroidism, there is the intolerance to heat, and there is intolerance to cold, receding hairline, hair loss, eyelid edema, dull gland expression, thick tongue, slow speech, anorexia, brittle is on the later on disease, not in the mild cases. If there is a mild cases of the hypothyroidism, there is no the thick tongue is present. Thick tongue is present in the later on cases in the severe form of the hyperthyroidism. And there is a cardiac problem also, fluid around the heart pericardium, so there is a pericardial effusion. Dr. Pooja, can you hear me?
So, Dr. Kirti, what are the causes? Hello. So, what are the causes of the hypothyroidism? What are causes behind this?
Okay. So, Dr. Pooja, causes of the hypothyroidism, there is a autoimmune thyroiditis, Hashimoto thyroiditis, immune reaction. In the case of the hypothyroidism, there is a autoimmunity of the body is also play a vital role. So there is a autoimmune thyroiditis, immune reaction, result in the enlargement of the thyroid. So there is a of the thyroid which is related to the goiter, and the other autoimmune condition can be associated with the family history present, and after the independent surgery, for the hypothyroidism, it's spontaneous for no apparent reason. And medication, and there is a medication with a high dose of the iodine, amiodarine, and lithium, which can cause cause the hypothyroidism. These medications can also cause the hypothyroidism, which means the high dose of the iodine, amiodarine, and the lithium, which can cause the hypothyroidism also. And there is a subacute thyroiditis, is also called the hypothyroidism. There is a painful inflammation of the thyroid, can usually unknown, may cause hyperthyroidism, which is usually temporary and can lead to the permanent hypothyroidism. And there is also the postpartum thyroiditis after pregnancy.
So all these are causes, types. These are the types. Okay, so types of thyroid.
Hypothyroidism, there is a postpartum thyroiditis after pregnancy, initially can cause hyperthyroidism, can cause transient hypothyroidism, and usually comes back in the normal way. And there is the congenital hypothyroidism. There is the congenital hypothyroidism, infant born with inadequate thyroid tissue or the enzyme defect. If not treated adequately, can lead to the physical stenting and the mental damage. One in every 3,000 to 4,000 babies can have the diagnosis. Actually हमें क्या करना चाहिए इतना नहीं है मतलब common, but after the delivery, after the birth, we have to check the thyroid level in the baby. So the problem cannot grow more and more. इसलिए after we have to check after 24 to 48 hours after the delivery, after the birth, and we have to find out there is some thyroid problem. Then we refer to the pediatrician. And also the pituitary hypothyroidism, these are the pituitary surgery. After the pituitary surgery, after the radiotherapy, there is a death possibility to the pituitary gland and destroy the cells. The pituitary surgery and the pituitary thyroiditis destroy the cells which produces the TSH. And it is a rare, but it is a cause of the hypothyroidism.
So, what is the diagnosis of hypothyroidism? How can you diagnose a case?
Okay. So, Dr. Pooja, hypothyroidism or hyperthyroidism doesn't matter in the case of the blood screening test, which we can discuss the previously. Same ऐसे ही यहाँ पे हम टेस्ट करेंगे, वैल्यूज आएंगी, वैल्यू के हिसाब से हार्मोन का लेवल देखेंगे, कौन सा ज्यादा, कौन सा कम, but in this case, in the hypothyroidism, the TSH level is more. In the
Okay.
hypothyroidism, TSH level is low, and here the hormone level is low, and there the T3 and T4 level is below the norm in the case of the hypothyroidism. And there is a severity of the primary hypothalamic by the thyroid level test. TSH rise first and abruptly decline of the T3 and T4 slower and the later.
So, Dr. Kirti, please tell us about the treatment of hypothyroidism. How can you manage the case?
Okay. So we can treat the hypothyroidism case with the levothyroxine generic Synthroid, and its brand name is the Livoxil. Livoxil, its brand name, and the ingredient is the levothyroxine. And usually based on the weight, some cases like elderly or the patient with the cardiac issue can start of the lower dose and the filtrator. And the patient with the older age and the cardiac trouble, we can start with the lower dose of this medication. In most cases, treatment is needed for the rest of the life. Periodic monitoring of the TSH is needed for the and thyroid tablets comes in the 11 ratios in the different strength based on the manufacturer. And the patient पूछता है हमसे कि when I ask, लेकिन कुछ इतने सीरियस सिम्टम हो जाते हैं कि कंटिन्यू करना पड़ता है और उसके रेस्ट ऑफ द लाइफ के लिए. So this is the treatment of the hypothyroidism in the allopathic mode of treatment, and we can discuss the homeopathic after.
So, Dr. Kirti, this is all about the hypothyroidism. There is another condition in the thyroid disorders, that is thyroid cancer also. हमें thyroid cancer के भी cases देखने को मिलते हैं. तो how can you explain this? What are their symptoms?
Thyroid cancer.
Thyroid cancer.
So basically, there is three types of the thyroid cancer, and there is a type which we can discuss देन इससे पहले हम एचपीटी एक्सिस के लिए देखते हैं. So there is a HPT hypothalamus secrete that thyrotropin releasing
Okay, Dr. Kirti. One more, another question for the hypothyroidism. Before you explain, there is also a relation between hypothyroidism and pregnancy.
Yes.
So you also explained that, and also जो आप अभी बताने वाली हो वो भी एक्सप्लेन करिए. ओके.
Discuss करते हैं hypothyroidism condition is associated with the pregnancy. Then we discuss about the thyroid cancer. Then in the case of the hypothyroidism and the pregnancy, not very clear if all the women planning for the pregnancy need to be the test for the thyroid disease.
Okay.
Thyroid or the patient with the hypothyroid symptom, which the family history. If the women come for the conceiving and if there is a family history present in the case, so we must have to diagnose if there is a thyroid troubles or not. If you're planning for the pregnancy and you have diagnosed with the thyroid disorder, if you're planning for the pregnancy and you have the hypothyroidism, you take the 75 and see one tablet daily for the 1 week. And after conceiving, you should need to take the tablet and 2 more tablets. Before conceiving, there is a 7 tablets in a week, and after conceiving, you have to take the 9 tablets in a week. If the woman is hypothyroidism, needs to be the tested as soon she knows she is pregnant, and every 4 weeks in the first half of the pregnancy and every 5 weeks thereafter. Those needs to be adjusted based on the test.
ओके. ओके डॉक्टर कीर्ति, नाउ आप बता सकती हैं थायराइड कैंसर के बारे में.
Then there is
यू कैन
thyroid cancer.
एक्सप्लेन.
Okay, Dr. Pooja, thank you. Then in the case of the thyroid cancer, in the HPT axis is work which we discussed previously. In the HPT axis, the hypothalamus secretes the thyrotropin releasing hormone, which acts on the pituitary, which releasing the TSH, thyroid stimulating hormone, acts on the thyroid gland, and there is the TPT4 in the blood and the periphery. There is going on positive mechanism and there is a negative feedback mechanism which we call the braking system also. So there is a main concept after the HPT axis. There is a T3 and the T4 enter into the blood and bound with the plasma protein, and a small amount is unbound. Because there is a T3, the function of the T3 which increases the basic metabolic rate, increases the BMR, and T3 increases also the cardiac output. So the function of the T3 increases the BMR and increases the cardiac output, and T4 increases the bone resorption and activates the sympathetic nervous system. So the thyroid hormone controlling the sebaceous and the sweat glands, the hair follicles growth. So there is a
Okay. Okay, Dr. Kirti, can you explain us what are the types and how many types of the thyroid cancer are there?
okay.
Please explain us.
So basically, there are 3 types of the thyroid cancer, which we
Okay.
there is a medullary and there is a anaplastic. Which we can discuss first. This is the differentiated thyroid cancer.
So how can you differentiate the 3 types?
Okay. So we can discuss and differentiate all the 3 of the types of the thyroid cancer.
Okay.
Describe the first we can describe the differentiated thyroid cancer. This is arises from the follicular cells. Cancer cells look and act like the normal thyroid cells. These are look like the cancer cells but act like the normal thyroid cells. There is a papillary follicular cells is also present in this type, and the papillary is most common because it
Okay.
is the REP and GRAF mutation. Exposure to the ionizing radiation during the childhood from the associated RET and BRF mutation and also from the exposure of the ionizing radiation and during the childhood. Few proteins, a small amount of the DNA, like the orphan I nucleus. Orphan I nucleus is the diagnostic in the papillary thyroid cancer. And the some other features are also found in the uh, Zamoma body. Zamoma
Okay.
body, nothing. It is simply the calcium deposit, but it's also known in the papillary thyroid cancer. It's known as Zamoma body. And the second one in the differentiated is the follicular. It is the second most common associated with the low dietary iodine. In this case, the person had not get the enough iodine in their diet. So it is associated with the dietary low dietary iodine and activate of the RAS oncogenes, the oncogenes which are responsible for creating the cancer. So it and activate the RAS oncogene and deactivation of the tumor suppressor gene. बेसिकली जो ट्यूमर सप्रेसर जीन इसका वर्क जो होता है ट्यूमर के फॉर्मेशन को सप्रेस करता है
Okay.
बट if we're suppressing the tumor suppressor gene, so what kind of effect is seen? Here is the negative effect of gene. So the tumor is not suppressive and tumor increases its size day by day and invade nearby the blood vessels, appearing in the tissues and invade nearby the blood vessels and spread to the different part of the body, like it spread to the lungs, liver, bone, brain, and Hurter cell carcinoma. Hurter cell carcinoma, it is very rare. It is very rare, forms a new plastic tumor and breaks through the fiber capsule and invade the blood vessels. And second one is called so there is a differentiated form जो था उसमें ये three types हमको मिलेंगे Hurter cell carcinoma, papillary carcinoma, and there is a follicular carcinoma. And the second case, the medullary thyroid carcinoma, arises from the T cell. T cell means the calcitonin. So in this case, the calcitonin is deposited, which we name the amyloid, is deposited in the tissue in the case of the medullary thyroid carcinoma. And the third one is the anaplastic, which is very rare. It is altered cells derived from the pre-existing papillary मतलब को होने के लिए एनाप्लास्टिक को होने के लिए बिकॉज लेटर फॉर्म ऑफ द डिसीज तो इसको होने के लिए पहले पर्सन में एग्जिस्ट होना चाहिए पैपिलरी कार्सिनोमा और follicular thyroid carcinoma. Then they develop the anaplastic carcinoma. And in the anaplastic carcinoma contain the spindle shaped and pleomorphic giant cells. These are the characteristics of the anaplastic carcinoma.
Okay, Kirti. Okay, Dr. Kirti. Now, what are the signs and symptoms of the thyroid cancer? What is the first sign? फर्स्ट साइन क्या है? आप कैसे समझोगे कि इसे थायराइड कैंसर है? तो क्या साइन एंड सिम्टम्स हैं? Especially the first sign.
Okay. So, Dr. Pooja, here is the first sign is the solitary painless nodule. Solitary painless nodule is present, hard and immovable nodule. Move nahi karega, it is hard and likely tumor, and it is also the pressure symptoms. The tumor is grow in the size and compresses the larynx and the esophagus. Then it compresses the larynx and it causes the hoarseness of the voice, and it compresses the esophagus and it trouble in the swelling. Typically, no sign of the hypothyroidism or the hyper. In the case of the thyroid cancer, we should not find out the symptom of the hypo or the hypo. There is another kind of the symptom which presents is the compression symptom. It is the pressure symptom in the larynx and the esophagus. Then the medullary thyroid carcinoma, vasoactive intestinal symptoms मिलेंगे, diarrhea मिलेगा, and there the serotonin level is also increased in the medullary thyroid carcinoma.
So, Dr. Kirti, what is the diagnosis? How can you diagnose a case? What is the investigation?
तो इसके डायग्नोसिस सबसे पहला यूएसजी अल्ट्रासोनोग्राफी आइडेंटिफाई द थायरोइड because we discussed the characteristic symptoms like the Zamoma body present in this type of cancer, pleomorphic giant cell is present in this type of the cancer. So we can thyroid USG and identify the thyroid nodule and for calcitonin level is elevated, medullary thyrocarcinoma, in the case of the medullary thyrocarcinoma, calcitonin level is increased, and radioactive iodine scans, and the fine needle aspiration. In the fine needle aspiration, for identify the type of the tumor, fine needle aspiration in the type of the tumor.
ओके, सो व्हाट इज द ट्रीटमेंट? हम किस तरह से इन केसेस को ट्रीट करेंगे? अगर आपके पास केसेस आएंगे इस तरह के, तो आप कैसे ट्रीट करती हो इन पेशेंट्स को? क्या मैनेजमेंट है इनका? आपके पास जब केसेस आते हैं तो आप किस तरह से इन्हें हैंडल करती है, कैसे मैनेज करती है, उनका ट्रीटमेंट क्या है?
Okay. So basically, the treatment is depend upon the type of the cancer and
Okay.
how it is spread. If it is not spread to any other organ, it is only in the thyroid gland, then we can run the partial thyroidectomy.
Okay.
If lesion is associated, it is spread to the all other vital organs to the body, like the brain, the lung, the heart, then we can total thyroidectomy. So in the case there is no metastasis, then we can do the partial thyroidectomy. But in the case of the metastasis, we can do the total thyroidectomy. And followed by after the surgery, after the thyroidectomy, followed by the thyroid hormone replacement therapy.
Okay, Dr. Kirti, as we are homeopathic doctors, so केसेस जब आते हैं हमारे पास, तो किस तरह से आप किस तरह से मैनेजमेंट करती है उनका? होम्योपैथिक रेमेडीज क्या प्रिस्क्राइब करती हैं पेशेंट्स को? किस तरह से हैंडल करती है होम्योपैथिक, थ्रू द होम्योपैथिक मोड ऑफ ट्रीटमेंट?
तो बेसिकली डॉक्टर पूजा, जैसे कि थायराइड में हमने देखा कि सबसे पहले हम ब्लड स्क्रीनिंग टेस्ट कराएंगे। हमारे पास सारे लेवल TSH, TPT को सारे लेवल आ
ओके,
जैसा कि हमें पता है कि होम्योपैथी में सिंपल के बेसिस पर हम ट्रीटमेंट करेंगे। तो अगर पेशेंट आता है कि इन्फ्लामेशन हो रहा है थायराइड ग्लैंड का, विद द इन्फ्लामेशन ऑफ द टॉन्सिल, तो मैं प्रिस्क्राइब करती हूँ वेराइटा आयोडाइन। Waraita iodide इसलिए because the Waraita is important for the inflammation of the tonsils, and iodine is I give for the thyroid problem, and I will give it to the CX potency. Then the cases like जैसे कुछ ऐसे cases आते हैं जैसे कि thyroid secretion उनका poisonous हो गया, then this poisonous substance is spread through the body via the blood stream, then I will give to the patient the Valedonor. एंड द कैल्केरिया, जो कैल्केरिया ग्रुप है डॉक्टर पूजा, वो भी बहुत मतलब जो मेरी केस देती है, मैं जो थायराइड के केस में मेडिकेशन देती हूँ, तो कैल्केरिया ग्रुप जो है वो बहुत अच्छा वर्क करता है। जैसे कि कैल्केरिया कार्ब है, कैल्केरिया फ्लोर है, और ऑब्वियसली कैल्केरिया आयोडाइन। तो कैल्केरिया कार्ब मैं केस में देती हूँ जब पर्सन को हाइपोथायरॉयडिज्म हो और एब्डोमेन के एरिया में, बेली एरिया में फैट बहुत ज्यादा, क्योंकि क्या होता है कई पेशेंट हमारे पास थायराइड के लिए नहीं आते, कई पेशेंट हमारे पास आते हैं कि वेट बढ़ गया, तो बॉडी का इतना वेट नहीं बढ़ रहा है, बट एब्डोमेन वाले पार्ट और वेली पार्ट में इसका वेट बढ़ रहा है, तो हम पहले तो टेस्ट कराएंगे। अगर थायराइड टेस्ट पॉजिटिव आ रहा है, देन आई विल गिव for the obesity and fat in the abdomen, I will give the calcareous scarf. And the calcareous floor in the case of the stony hardness of the inflamed gland, मतलब हमको दिख रहा है कि जो थायराइड ग्लैंड है इन्फ्लेम है, स्टोनी हार्डनेस है, तो उसके लिए कैल्केरिया ग्रुप की जो कैल्केरिया फ्लो मेडिसिन है, इट इज वेरी वंडरफुल इफेक्ट ऑन द स्टोनी हार्डनेस। एंड देन द कैल्केरिया आयोडाइन, CX potency, thyroid enlargement about at the time of puberty, at the time of reproductive age, at the time of the puberty, the thyroid enlargement होता है, then the calcaria iodide gives the beneficial effect to the patient. Then we give the ferrous phos because in the thyroid case the anemic patient also comes. Then we give the ferrous phos, and I will give in the 6x potency in PDS 3 times in a day. इन्फ्लामेशन मिलेगा फेरेंथोस के पेशेंट में, सबसे पहले डॉक्टर पूजा को क्या मिलता है कि इन्फ्लामेशन मिलेगा, प्लस मिलेगा, एंड ब्राइट रेड मैसेज हमको टू प्रोफ्यूज मिलेंगे एंड टू फ्रीक्वेंट मिलेंगे। देन ऑफकोर्स आयोडाइन तो करना ही है क्योंकि आयोडीन की डेफिशिएंसी है, तो आयोडम देना है PDS इन्फ्लामेशन एंड एनलार्जमेंट ऑफ ग्लैंड के लिए। काली सांप से भी ट्रीटमेंट कर सकते हैं। इनकम्प्लीट एंड लॉस ऑफ फंक्शन। मतलब जब हम अभी तक हमने बात की सिम्टम्स की, अभी तक हमने बात की सिम्टम्स की, अभी तक हमने बात की पेशेंट को कैसे आइडेंटिफाई करते हैं। अब हम बात कर रहे हैं फिजियोलॉजिकल फंक्शन की। अगर पेशेंट का फिजियोलॉजिकल फंक्शन डिस्टर्ब है, इनकम्प्लीट एंड लॉस ऑफ फंक्शन एंड डू रिपीट एंड ऑफन और गाउटी ट्यूबरकुलर मतलब अगर गाउटी और ट्यूबरकुलस पेशेंट आता है और उसका फंक्शन प्रॉपर्ली वर्क ही करता है, देन आई विल गिव द काली काफ बीडी 2 टाइम्स पर डे। पेट्रोलियम उस पेशेंट को कि जिसमें समझ में आ जाए कि इसकी टेंडेंसी है डिजीज डेवलप करने की, देन आई प्रिस्क्राइब द पेट्रोलियम। CPR, I'm also give the no thyroid hormone with the low BP. In the case of the low BP, in the case of the low BP, I will give the CPR, and the patient comes with the there is I have low BP and I have the tired feeling, lethargic feeling, then I will prescribe the CPR, CDS, and two most important medicines. शायद सारी ही होम्योपैथी प्रिस्क्राइब करते होंगे। दीज आर द टू नेम, द थायराइड ना, जैसे कि नेम से ही है कि थायराइड ग्लैंड से बहुत अच्छा वर्क करती है। सो दिस इज द थायराइडिनम वंस अ डे। इट अफेक्ट्स ऑल्सो स्ट्राइकिंग इन दिस डिसीज। So thyroidinum is must be to prescribe in the case of the thyroid, and in this case, in the thyroidinum patient, crave sugar, crave sweet more, and this is once a day for 3 days। इसका जो प्रिस्क्राइब का पैटर्न होता है थायरोइडिनम का, हमको वंस अ डे देना है फॉर 3 डेज। 3 डेज का कंटिन्यू करने के बाद एंड आफ्टर 15 डेज वी ऑल देन वी गिव फॉर द 3 डेज एंड वंस अ डे। तो ये इसका पैटर्न होता है। जो पोटेंशियल आएगी वो 1 एम रहेगी, 3 एम रहेगी। तो सबसे पहले स्टार्ट करेंगे ट्रीटमेंट विद दिस मेडिसिन सुबह। नो अदर मेडिसिन शुड बी गिवन फॉर द नेक्स्ट 24 hours। In the case of the tuberculosis, we should not give the another medicine in the 24 hours। तो मैं अपने पेशेंट को ऐसे वो करती हूँ
Okay.
पर्सनैलिटी के बेसिस पे, फंक्शन के बेसिस पे और बॉडी के पार्ट पे, तो कुछ ऐसे मेडिसिन करती हूँ।
Okay, Dr. Kizi. So what are the foods? What are the foods that improve the thyroid function? What are the main 5 foods which you can prescribe the patient, advise the patient, which you can advise the patient?
Problem. Can you hear me? Okay. So there is a food item.
So what are the food items? Okay. So what are the food items that you can advise?
Okay. So there is a food item which improves the thyroid function. Here, I would like to tell you about these foods. Roasted sea beans. Sea beans. Why I'm telling you sea beans? Because there is a iodine rich food and there is a deficiency in the thyroid disorder of the iodine. So we take roasted sea beans such as kale, bacon. It is naturally rich in iodine. Iodine is a trace element. It is needed for the normal thyroid function. It must be needed for the normal thyroid function. Salted nuts, types of variety of the nuts like salted nuts, Brazil nuts, macadamia nuts, and hazelnuts. It is an excellent source of the selenium. Seaweed की जहाँ मैंने बात की, this is the excellent source of iodine, and there is another mineral which is very important for improve the thyroid function. This is the selenium, which helps support healthy thyroid function. And you should take baked fish, frozen yogurt, fresh eggs. You should eat ये easily available वाली चीज। पहले तो वो most important for the mineral purpose, the iodine and for the selenium. And this is commonly available जैसे baked fish, frozen yogurt, fresh eggs, and taking B12 supplement also like the peas, beans, asparagus. sesame seeds, cheese, milk, eggs, vegetables, and fruits, vitamin C vegetables. These are the some food list which for the thyroid disorder. और जैसे कि हम जानते हैं सारी डिजीज में लाइफ स्टाइल को हमको अपना बहुत इम्प्रूव करना है. एक्सरसाइज थायराइड के लिए भी काफी सारी एक्सरसाइजेज हैं जिससे इम्प्रूव होता है हमारा थायराइड का फंक्शन इम्प्रूव होता है, थायराइड डिसऑर्डर हमारे ठीक होते हैं. तो ये कुछ फूड के लिस्ट है जो कि इम्प्रूव करते हैं हमारे थायराइड के फंक्शन.
Yes, Dr. Kirti, absolutely. It is a very important factor. It is a very important factors which contribute to the treatment, to the management of the thyroidism. And I also want to say that diet play is very crucial role in management of the hypothyroidism and the hyperthyroidism. So, for the hypothyroidism, it is the best to avoid the foods. I also include some points like best food which we have to avoid, like because the studies suggest that the phytoestrogens in the soya beans and soy rich foods may inhibit the activity of an enzyme that makes the thyroid hormone. So let me explain one study that is found that one study in this what happened, women who consume soy supplements were 3 times more likely to develop the hypothyroidism. Second one is you need to avoid the iodine rich foods, as you already explained nicely very, and this is very much important factors that we have to avoid the iodine rich foods, which also the play important risk factor in causing the disease. Next, third one is taking iron and calcium supplements can damage the effectiveness of many thyroid medicines. So it can avoid it. And next is although a high fiber diet is usually recommended, if we are talking about recommendation, so fiber diet we can recommend too much fibers eaten food right after taking thyroid medicines may interfere, but it may interfere the medicinal effect, their absorption. So wait for 2 hours, at least 2 hours. We should ask patient, please ask patient to at least wait for 2 hours before you eat the high fibrous diet. Next is certain vegetables that are rich in fibers, like the broccoli, spinach, the cole. Now comes to these are the all the foods that we can avoid. We can ask the patient to avoid all these foods, but there are also some things which we can prescribe. You also told that 5 foods that are very important. Okay, so the foods which, okay, you also explain. Okay.
Thank you, Dr. Pooja, for giving this very kindful and very informative information. So, Dr. Pooja, please you tell about how you treat your patient in the clinic and which type of medication you prescribe to your patient. Please, Dr. Pooja, and
Okay.
your opinion and advices with us.
So, as you already told us very in brief about the hypothyroidism, what is the thyroid cancers, all सभी को अभी तक समझ में आ ही गया होगा कि ये क्या होता है, किस तरह से. आपने बहुत ही अच्छे से एक्सप्लेन किया. तो आपने ये भी अच्छे से एक्सप्लेन किया कि पेशेंट को इरिटेबिलिटी, स्ट्रेस के कारण ये प्रॉब्लम होती है, तो स्ट्रेस भी अवॉइड करना चाहिए. पेशेंट को हमें क्या बताना चाहिए, पहले तो हमें पेशेंट को पहले तो हमें क्लियर आउट करना है कि उन्हें क्या प्रॉब्लम है. तो उन्हें अपन लाइफ स्टाइल मॉडिफिकेशन में स्ट्रेस फ्री की भी सजेशन कर सकते हैं कि स्ट्रेस फ्री रहना है, एंड सो अवॉइड द स्ट्रेस. So being stressed is not the healthy for everyone, but especially so if you have hypothyroidism, especially you have to avoid the stress. You have to need to control on that. And next is you may think it would be healthy, but you actually here you actually confuse here the situation. You have an illness, but you actually confuse that you are healthy, but you are not. So you have to figure out this. Okay. Now next is when a patient comes to my clinic. So I prescribe if patient is like hypothyroid cases. So first I prescribe the calcarea carb. There are lots of remedies, not calcarea carb is one. There are so many remedies, as you already told, uh, how you handle the patient. तो मैं अपने पेशेंट्स का बताऊंगी. अगर पेशेंट हाइपोथायरॉयडिज्म के केसेस आते हैं तो कलकेरिया कार्ब या कलकेरिया कार्ब इज वन ऑफ द मोस्ट टॉप मोस्ट रेमेडी if patient is of hypothyroidism. In this condition, what happen? If patient, you already told obesity is one of the another factor. So when the patient is obese, so calcarea carb is a very good option. And in this patient is always chilly. He also always complain about the chilliness, and he can't tolerate the cold air. And when patient is come, she is like very fatty, fairy, flabby, and excessive sweat on head. She says that, ma'am, there is an excessive sweat on my head. And if we observe the lady, she is fairy, she is flatty, and she is flabby. So I can prescribe the calcarea carb. Next remedy we are talking about, next case और भी आते हैं. जैसे कि अगर पेशेंट बहुत ही ज्यादा वीक है, ये तो रही ओबेसिटी की बात. अगर ऐसा नहीं कि ओबेस पेशेंट में ही है, एज यू ऑलरेडी टोल्ड, वीक भी रहते हैं पेशेंट. तो अगर पेशेंट वीक रहती हैं, बहुत ही ज्यादा पेल येलो फेस के साथ आती हैं, तो विच आई कैन प्रेफर टू प्रिस्क्राइब इज सीपिया मेडिसिन. CPI is one of the topmost remedy. If patient is come, lean, thin, pale face, pale complexion, faint very easily. There is a tendency to faint easily, and especially on the especially to the excessive cold. If we are talking about the whether it's chilly or hot, so she is a chilly patient. अगर आपको सीपीआर का प्रिस्क्राइब करने का सोचना है तो पेशेंट चिली रहेगी. अब नेक्स्ट अगर केस आते हैं मेरे पास, और भी केसेस आते हैं हाइपोथायरॉयडिज्म के या थायराइड प्रॉब्लम के. तो अगर मैं जो नेक्स्ट मेडिसिन प्रिस्क्राइब करती हूँ वो है लाइकोपोडियम. दिस इज एन एक्सीलेंट रेमेडी इफ of the thyroid remedy. This is an excellent remedy when patient is come with gastric troubles. अगर मेरे पास patient gastric troubles लेके आती हैं तो this is the one of the best remedy. Excessive, what I see in the lycopodium, actually what happens, there is an excessive flatulence occur in the abdomen with great acidity. And as you know, on the symptom similarity, homeopathy is based on symptom similarity. So I prescribe the lycopodium. And next remedy is graphitis. Graphitis, who can, if patient is very much obese, not obese simply, very much obese and take cold very easily. So she's suffering from constipation. Patient is obese and she's suffering from long standing constipation. And in this condition, stool is very hard and passes very great difficulty in lumps, and there is a very cracking pain in the abdominal region. So I can prescribe the graphitis. आप prescribe करने का सोच सकते हो graphitis remedy को. नेक्स्ट रेमेडी मैं बताना चाहूंगी नक्स वोमिका. नक्स वोमिका हु आर एक्सट्रीमली टेम्परामेंटल. जैसे कि आपने बताया है कि स्ट्रेस a big major factor in causing the thyroid problems. तो अगर पेशेंट बहुत ही मतलब स्ट्रेस लेता है, उसका टेम्परामेंट लूज हो जाता है, छोटी छोटी बात पे गुस्सा हो जाता है, तो आप उसको नक्स वोमिका प्रिस्क्राइब कर सकते हैं. नक्स वोमिका is one of the topmost remedy for the extremely temperamental in nature and get off the very easily, such as sensitive to all impressions. And the nux vomica patient is very much extremely sensitive to the external impressions such as light, noise, touch, voice, etc. So बहुत ही ज़्यादा sensitive patient रहता है. Okay, Dr. Kirti. Yeah, there are some patients. There are.
Yeah, for sharing with us your homeopathic mode of treatment for the thyroid problem. तो डॉक्टर पूजा यहाँ एक चीज और जो थोड़ा रहेगा गोइटर के लिए कि
Okay,
गोइटर
yes, yes, Dr. Kirti. Actually, yes, you are right. There is a lots of confusion. People is having lots of confusion between uh, in goiter cases. They think goiter. They can't understand whether it is due to hypothyroidism and hyperthyroidism. So, please, Dr. Kirti, can you tell us what is actually goiter?
actually the goiter can occur in the gland that is producing too much hormone and too little hormone. मतलब it is not associated with the hyperthyroidism or the hypothyroidism. It is as both. If there is hyperthyroidism, you can develop the goiter, and you have
Okay.
also develop the goiter in the case of the hypo, and even in the euthyroidism, the normal level of the thyroid gland, you should develop the goiter. So the goiter is basically the enlargement of the thyroid gland. It is not related to the thyroid hormone. It is related to the thyroid gland, enlargement of the thyroid gland, which may be hyperthyroid, the patient which may be hypothyroid, and the patient is also the euthyroidism. So it is the basic concept of the goiter. The some of the person, maximum person is confusion about the goiter. It may be related to the because if we have the goiter, so I have the hypothyroid patient, so I have the hyper. No, it is not. Just like that. It is related to any one of the conditions, but it is typically concept which is the enlargement of the thyroid gland because the goiter. And goiter is the multinodular, nodular, किसी भी टाइप का हो सकता है.
Okay, doctor. Okay, Dr. Kirti. थैंक यू डॉक्टर कीर्ति, थैंक यू सो मच। आपने काफ़ी अच्छे से हर एक चीज़ एक्सप्लेन करी। अब हमें बहुत ही अच्छे से समझ में आ गया होगा कि हाइपरथायरॉयडिज्म क्या होता है, उसके क्या सिम्टम्स होते हैं। नॉट ओनली द हाइपरथायरॉयडिज्म, हाइपोथायरॉयडिज्म बोथ इक्वली दे आर द थायराइड प्रॉब्लम्स। आपने बहुत अच्छे से एक्सप्लेन भी किया, थायराइड कैंसर को भी बहुत अच्छे से एक्सप्लेन किया, कितने टाइप्स के होते हैं, किस तरह से हमें मैनेज। आपने बहुत अच्छे से हमें बताया कि किस तरह के 5 मेन मेजर फूड्स लेने हैं हमें, किस तरह से हमें स्ट्रेस फ्री रहना है, उससे भी होता है। और फिर लास्ट बट नॉट द लीस्ट, लास्टली मैं आपसे पूछना चाहूंगी, लास्टली what the message you want to give to all the participants who join with us? आप क्या पार्टिसिपेंट्स को मैसेज देना चाहेंगी इस कंडीशन के लिए, इस डिजीज के लिए? What are the message
about the thyroid disorder?
Okay, okay, Dr. Kirti.
So I'll give the message to all the participants. First, most thing, please improve your lifestyle.
Okay.
तो मतलब ये हैबिट नहीं होना चाहिए हम लेट तक सो रहे हैं, तो अर्ली मॉर्निंग राइजिंग का हमें ये कंसेप्ट अपनाना चाहिए. एक्सरसाइज, योगा, बिकॉज थायराइड प्रॉब्लम एंड थायराइड एसोसिएटेड प्रॉब्लम, बीपी प्रॉब्लम, इट इज ऑल गोन टू डूइंग योगा. अगर हम योगा करेंगे, अगर हम एक्सरसाइज करेंगे तो कई हद तक मेडिकेशन कम हो सकती है, क्योंकि जैसे कि हमने डिस्कस किया डॉक्टर पूजा कि किसी किसी कंडीशन में हमको रेस्ट ऑफ द लाइफ मेडिकेशन ही लेना पड़ता है. ये हमें क्यों लेना पड़ता है? क्योंकि पर्सन पेशेंट इतने लापरवाह होते हैं, कहते हैं कि क्लिनिक में हम गए हैं, डॉक्टर प्रिस्क्राइब द मेडिसिन, बस इट इज सफिशिएंट, मेडिसिन
राइट,
ठीक हो गया. नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है. हमको उसके साथ साथ जो उसकी प्रीडिस्पोजिंग फैक्टर्स हैं, जो उसके साथ कंडीशन एसोसिएटेड है, उस पर भी हमको बहुत ध्यान रखना है. तो सबसे पहले
एब्सोल्युटली राइट.
हमारी प्रीवियस सेशन में भी, गाँव के सेशन में भी, जैसे कि हमने बोला, improve your lifestyle, please better, because it play a very important role for predisposing the many diseases. So thyroid is one of the diseases which can cause the abnormal lifestyle. So please uh, so please you better your lifestyle and doing yoga and doing exercise and बेसिकली तो हमारे डाइट का जो रहता है, मैं बोलना चाहूंगी, अगर स्पेशली कोई थायराइड पेशेंट है सुन रहा है, तो हमको जो फूड है हमारा, हमको 7 से लेके 7-8 बजे 7 to 8 PM से पहले हमें हमारा फूड ले लेना चाहिए. It is very healthy mode. It is a very healthy mode. It is very healthy lifestyle. मतलब ये बहुत अच्छा रहेगा हमारे लाइफस्टाइल को इम्प्रूव करने के लिए. और जब हम सुबह अर्ली मॉर्निंग उठे, तो यू डूइंग योगा, यू डूइंग एक्सरसाइज और एंड लाइट ब्रेकफास्ट यू कैन, देन ब्रेकफास्ट हम ले सकते हैं. और जब हम हमारे लंच के सेशन पे आए, जब हम लंच के टाइम पे हमको प्रॉपर लंच करना चाहिए. ऐसा नहीं कि कई चीजें क्या होता है ओवर डाइटिंग से भी हो जाता है. कई पेशेंट होते हैं, अब हो तो रहा है उनको थायराइड की वजह से ओबेसिटी, बट दे थिंक कि खाना ज्यादा खा रहे हैं तब भी अब जिसलिए वेट बढ़ रहा है, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. हमको प्रॉपर हमारा लंच लेना है प्रॉपर हमें, हाँ लेकिन बट हमको उसमें क्या करना है, जैसे कि डॉक्टर पूजा तागले ने बताया कि जो वेजिटेबल्स है, कैबेज, ब्रोकोली, कॉलीफ्लावर, ये सब इम्पोर्टेंट सोर्सेज है. तो वो हमको हमारे फूड में हमको ऐड करना चाहिए. वो सारी चीज़ें हमारे में हमको फूड में ऐड करनी चाहिए. और स्पेशली योगा एक्सरसाइज करना चाहिए. और इवनिंग में 7 to 8 PM से पहले अगर हमारा डिनर हो जाता है तो इट इज वेरी गुड फॉर अस.
Okay, Dr. Kirti. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Pooja, for inviting me. And thank you, Professor Preeti Tagre, for giving me such a wonderful opportunity and for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, Professor Preeti Tagre.
And thanks to all the participants to stay connected with us. Thanks to all.